when we return beneath the streets of London.
There's likely to be around 3,000 skeletons.
Uncovered a huge 16th century cemetery and what archaeologists are learning from the remains. Well, archaeologists in the UK are carefully recovering thousands of human skeletons found beneath the city of London. They're in a cemetery where many victims of the plague were buried hundreds of years ago. The remains were discovered during construction of a rail project and before the bones are reburied elsewhere. Experts want to learn how these Londoners lived and how they died. CTV's Ben O'Hara-Byrne has more.
They're delicately digging up a piece of London history at a site set to be part of the city's new underground rail line that was once a 16th century cemetery, including mass graves for the victims of the plague. Now work has begun to recover the many buried here.
We think in the original area of the cemetery between 10 and 20,000 people were buried over a period of 150 years. And in the area we're digging here for the ticket hall, there's likely to be around 3,000 skeletons here that we have to very carefully remove.
The Crossrail project, as it's called, will see more than 40 kilometres of track built under the streets of London, and that also means tunneling back through time and now into the cemetery then known as Bedlam. Built to cope with a surge in deaths due to the plague and population growth, it meant people of all walks of life were laid to rest side by side. Their remains may offer new insight into the lives, deaths and diseases of 4 centuries ago. Their bodies will then be reburied at a new site. Time is tight. The work must be done in a month, so teams of archaeologists are working in shifts 6 days a week.
There's a huge amount of pressure to get the job done in the time that we said we'd do it. And that's all about gathering information in advance and being as certain as we can be what we're going to come across. Of course, there's always going to be surprises.
Construction work at 40 sites has already seen roughly 10,000 artifacts recovered going back to Roman times. The city is building for the future, but progress serves as a reminder of its rich and storied past. Ben O'Hara-Byrne, CTV News, London.